Started. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. This is our MeWe Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have tons of events throughout the Pacific Northwest, expanding to new cities, and we have lots of events online reaching people all around the world. We have practitioners from all around the world tonight. It's exciting to be able to be together online, to be able to be in metaphysical community where we know it's open and supportive, and we can be who we are, share our interests, and share our curiosities, and take risks and be who we are all together. We're going to be going through an hour here, introducing practitioners and answering questions from the audience in an intuitive panel, and then we will be in breakout rooms with all kinds of talks. And if you're watching this on video, it's great you're here on video and you get to meet everyone and learn from all the questions that are asked. And if you want the best experience, come join us online at jointhefair.com. You can see our upcoming events there, and that way you can participate in all the talks. All right. I'm going to call practitioners up probably to Spotlight I'll have several of us on Spotlight as we're doing introductions. That'll probably be the easiest way to go. Let's see, I'm going to have, how are we going to have, going around our room. If you're willing to go, I'm going to actually have Angie go early on, even though she doesn't have tons of experience here, if she's willing. And then I'm just mixing it all up. Okay, you got a minute, go ahead, Angie.
Hi, I'm Angie. I'm a spirit energy guide and a clairsentient psychic, and I'm here to help others manifest in the clear frequency that they're wanting to do. I do this by helping healing through shadow work and also helping others find their power in their energy and their spirit. I'm doing 2 talks, one at 7 o'clock in room 1, Finding Self After Religion, and 8:15 in room 1, Understanding Shadow Work. I'm offering a discount today to do a read, half hour for $45, and just come talk to me and ask me anything you want. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss Angie. I know I didn't give you a warning. Maybe Ellery, if you're comfortable, you could go next, and then we could have Raquel and then Masha.
All right. Hello, everyone. Again, really quick. I am Ellery Hamilton. I am a fairy magic practitioner and fairy oracle reader and a labyrinth guide. I will be in my room doing fairy readings this evening and answering questions about fairies and labyrinths and whatever else you might want to talk about. And I'm here to just help you check in with the universe and check in with the fairies and see what messages they might have for you.
Thanks so much, Ellery. Let's see, we've got Raquel next, and then Masha, and then Licenciada. Oh, let's get you unmuted.
Hola, everyone. Oh, I'm so honored to be here and be of service to your spirit. I am a holistic, awakened spiritual consultant, a certified Reiki master, and I do Akashic records reading. I'm an Akashic Souls Path and Purpose practitioner. And what I do, I weave the 2 modalities together, intertwine them. To evening, I will be in room 14 and doing what came a sacred chakra spiral where I walk through your energy chakras. And I will also be walking with you and talking about the Akashic records and the lessons that I have learned within me and how we can intertwine the Akashic and the Reiki together and walk in peace on this lovely earth we are here. So I'm so honored to be here. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Raquel. We've got Masha, and then Licenciada, and then Heidi.
Hi, everyone. My name is Masha, and I'm a love and sex coach. I help people and empower people to create beautiful, loving relationships with themselves and other people. I use hypnotherapy and tarot card readings for that, and I will be doing a talk tonight at 6:45 on how to feel pleasure every single day.
Thanks so much. And we're going really quick, so we're going to do all the introductions right here. So Licenciada is next.
Hi, I hope that you are super fine. My name is Sue, but it's Licenciada Bruja, that it's licensed witch, and I do tarot readings, but in a therapeutical way, because I really believe that we all are the writers of our history, and that we can change everything that it's nothing written. So I focus really on the present to see like how can we manage to go to the place that we want to go. I use an Egyptian tarot cards and also starseed oracles, because I know that we may be from the same planet. So I will be in the private number 10 answering some questions, and I'm really happy to be here and honored as well.
Thank you, Licenciada Bruja. Okay, so then we got Heidi and then Jen and then Badra.
Hi, I am Heidi Stock, owner and founder of Wise Wolfcraft. I'm here today as a practitioner. I do intuitive tarot card reading as well as energy work. I'm a certified Reiki master. I like to combine the two modalities, as many people do. I use the tarot to help you kind of identify the issues that are going on. Then we start to do energy work, and in correlation to that energy work, then we can start to manifest energy that you'd like to have in your life instead of just accepting the energy that comes. I think that we all have the power to be living more purposeful lives where we are making more choices about the type of energy we invite into our lives and the type of energy we're giving to other people. But we're just starting to wake up to that. And so I'm really excited to be here with everyone. And if you come to my room tonight, number 7, we'll be doing tarot read by donation and having conversations about that. Thanks.
Great, thanks, Heidi. We've got Jen, Badra, and Amber.
Hey everybody, I'm Jen Tomas with Silver Owl Healing Arts. I'm so happy to be here tonight. My passion is to facilitate empowerment and transformation through holistic energy healing. And I do this by being an intuitive guide. I'm a channel and a Reiki master teacher. And I love to offer various types of intuitive readings, including oracle card readings and Akashic record or past life readings, along with doing energy work. I also incorporate sound healing and guided meditative processes with individual and groups in healing sessions. So I'm in room number 8 tonight, and I'll be offering private sessions if you want to have a mini reading by donation. And at 7:30 Pacific, I will be offering group channeling from the Akashic Records. So I hope you'll come by and say hello, and would love to meet you, whether or not you stay for a session. And thank you very much. And I just wanted to thank you, the organizers, Lorelei and Anissa and Crystal as well, for everything you do for us. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're so welcome, Badra, Amber, and Dr. Lincoln.
Hi, thanks for being here, everyone. I'm Badra. I'm a wellness advocate. What I do is help people who want to heal their bodies holistically without using any drugs or chemicals. There's a lot of stuff out there. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. The modality I use is stem cell patches and other supportive patches. So what it looks like is I do one-on-one sessions with people, or sometimes group sessions. We talk about what you have going on in your body or that of your loved ones or family members, and come up with a way to figure out how to heal your body along with the things you're already doing with diet and lifestyle, but also using these stem cell patches, because stem cells can become any kind of cell you need in your body. So you don't even have to tell it what to do. If you're having trouble healing, if you have chronic disease, if you have chronic pain, your body is not meant to live like that. Your body is meant to heal. It may just need the correct tools to heal itself. So my story was, I was super sick not that long ago. I started using the patches, and all of a sudden my body started healing again. So if you're interested in that kind of information, I'll be giving a talk at 6:15, I believe, in breakout room 2. I have a lot of before and after pictures. I can answer your specific questions. And if you're interested in hearing more about this is a patented technology using no drugs or chemicals. So it's safe for all ages. And if you're taking medications, it doesn't contraindicate. So it's definitely a good modality to look at if you're kind of stuck and looking for something without using any drugs or chemicals. So come on by, and thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks so much. We've got Amber, Lincoln, and Marta.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. My name is Amber Pitt. I am a practicing eclectic witch for 25 years now. Been practicing divination since the turn of the century. And tonight I will be doing a demonstration on tea leaf reading, as well as offering tarot and tea leaf readings, 1 card pulls by donation. And then we can do private sessions in the private breakout room. So if anybody's interested, just pop on by.
And now we've got Dr. Lincoln, Marta, and Troy.
My name's Lincoln Stoller. I started as a physicist. I was a mountaineer and a neurofeedback therapist, and then a hypnotherapist, and now a clinical counselor. So I try to involve as much of reality as I can with the people I work with. And I try not to get stuck on the idea that anybody's missing or lacking or ill. And I focus on a mixture of your intellect and your unconscious and your subconscious and your emotions and your body. And I find that, it's like a complicated machine. Not everybody's running on all cylinders, but it's not that hard to get everything running right. Well, everybody's different. Anyway, I have 2 talks today. I'm interested in the topic of love, and I'll talk on those at 6:15 and 7:30. Mostly what I know, what I see, and what you think. So I hope to see you. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Dr. Lincoln. We've got Marta and Troy.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the event. My name is Marta with Marta Kova Vibrant Hypnotherapy. I am certified clinical hypnotherapist and NLP mindset coach. And I'm also an intuitive tarot and pendulum reader for many years, over 20. So here at the Vibrant Hypnotherapy, I work with your conscious and subconscious mind using modalities such as hypnosis, NLP techniques, EFT tapping, and tarot readings to help you recognize what's holding you back from the past, what's going on, understand your past influences, and help you to get to that happy, vibrant place in the future. So today I am in the room number 12. I will be doing a talk or training, self-hypnosis training at 7:45. I'm also offering a group hypnosis for stress and anxiety. So if you want to relax, you are welcome in my room. Also available for private sessions and any questions you may have. Thank you so much and see you all soon.
Thanks so much, Marta. We have Troy and then Dovelight.
Hello, everyone. My name is Troy J. Bacon. I'm a certified hypnotherapist and certified Reiki healer at New Being Hypnosis. Tonight, I'll be talking about hypnosis in the spirit world and how, in my experience, I've found that the hypnotic state or states and what I call the inner landscape really can be a hub and connector with spirits, a lot of the spirit world. And a lot of my work has to do with the inner world, which is within the subconscious. And a lot of my work is focused around healing trauma, healing pain, fears, phobias, reprogramming habits, behaviors, and really helping each individual, depending on what they're going through, break through what they have been struggling with, get their energy moving again, and reconnect with all of their true self again, and also create the life that they want. My Reiki can be easily applied to humans, animals, I believe spirits, if that's appropriate, and lands, also if that's appropriate. Not every spirit and land wants to be moved or healed, or each case is different. Anyway, my hypnotherapy practice is New Being Hypnosis, and I'll be offering a talk at 7:15 in breakout room 6 about hypnosis in the spirit world. Thank you.
Thanks, Troy. We've got Dovelight.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dovelight from dovelightoracle.com. My honor and blessings to be in your presence. I'm a soul frequency reader. I'm also just a regular person, but we all humans have this beautiful multidimensionality. We have our mind, our emotions, our physical body, your spirit. It vibrates to a different speed frequency, but it makes up the whole of you. So through the divine insight that I can get through any field at this moment in your life, We can go over the patterns in your life. Perhaps they're at this moment in your soul journey, they're more connected to an ancestor entanglement. So we do ancestral healing. Perhaps it's a soul content from a past life, or perhaps balance in the karmic debt that needs to be released. So that's when we go to past life regressions. Perhaps you need a connection to your soul or to spirit guidance. That's where we work with the angelic realm. So I do shamanic practices, energy healing, past life regressions, soul frequency readers. I love the subconscious. I read the tarot as well, the elements. I can read that. And we can also clear cords. And we also do, it's called Bogle Wine Crystal. It was made by Marcel Vogel, the one who invented the chip for the computers, the IBM. He was a genius, but he wanted to do something more than just working on the scientific field. He wanted to bring healing to humanity. So we also do Bogle technique extractions, because it's beautiful for the general overall field. And yeah, I'm just here to bring that divine guidance, and I'm hope that I can see you around. So thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Devlite. We're also going to be joined by Hannah York. She's needing to come just a little bit late. She does medical intuitive scans, also does inner child healing. And she's giving a talk tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time, a group energy healing on boundaries. And then I'm Lorelei Schmeil. I'm an intuitive eye reader, body psychology coach, and matchmaker. I read your eyes, just like I believe we all read each other's eyes, right? You can't see so much when people's eyes are closed, and there's so much more you see as soon as you can see their eyes. I read your soul and answer questions about your soul path, your purpose, relationships you're in, career path. And I love to use this work for matchmaking. So I'm going to be doing readings, full readings, if you're interested in that, in a group, and matchmaking for $20 in my breakout room later today. Let's get us all off spotlight and get the whole group together again. All right, and here we are, a whole group of us together in the fair tonight. I know I can see all 47 of us on my screen all at one time. So we're now going to be, oh, I missed someone. Oh, let's get you up on screen. Okay, there's so many of us. Where are you? Carolyn, thank you so much for writing me. Where are you? Okay, wave your hands because I can't see you. Oh, wait. Oh, there you are. Let's get you up on screen. Okay. Yes, Carolyn is joining us too. Carolyn, tell us about who you are and what you do. Oh, we can't hear you. I can't hear you. Let's see what's going on. We might need. All right.
Tell her to rejoin on.
Let's see. Yeah, thanks so much for attempting to help. Okay, Carolyn, I know we can't hear you. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can call you. You're not on your phone, right? Let me see if I can call you and we can get your audio on this way. Yeah, no, we just can't hear you. I don't know if your bandwidth is not. You can try turning off your video and see if the bandwidth is better. Can we hear you now? Okay, I'm calling you in just a moment. Thanks, everyone. We occasionally have technical opportunities here. All right, I'm going to put you on speaker. Okay, yeah, I think everyone can hear you now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulty. My name is Carolyn. I am a Chinese medicine practitioner, and I see patients in clinic for both. Oh, is there something?
Can everyone hear? Just can everyone wave? Can you hear? No, you can't hear. What's going on? Hold on. Now? Okay, everyone can hear now. Start over again. Turn on your video too so people can see you.
Okay.
You might have to turn your volume down.
Is that better?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Carolyn. I'm a Chinese medicine practitioner, and I specialize in herbal medicine and food therapy. And today I will actually be giving 2 experiential talks, one on tea meditation and taking a mindful moment with tea. And the second will be on eye health and Chinese medicine. This, in the Chinese calendar, it's the season of spring, and eyes are relating to the liver, which is one of the main organs in the spring. And I'm also participating as a vendor as well. as I sell different herbal teas and herbal skincare products. And so between talks, I also will be able to answer any questions about Chinese medicine and talk about consultations.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Sorry about all that, everyone. Okay, let's see. And I'll get myself back on speaker here in a moment. Let's take us off spotlight. And the great news is that we now have 53 of us in here and I can't see us all at once. What a great problem. All right, we are going to be taking questions from the audience, and I believe that we've had some people say they want to ask questions already. So maybe I will bring, if that person's willing, I'll bring them up on Spotlight, and then the practitioners that are in line to answer their question, I'll bring up on Spotlight too. Practitioners, it's best if you raise your hand in Zoom if you know you want to answer a question. We want to keep our answers short, like 45 seconds. I will time, and then I will use my little turny rock here to give you an idea if your 45 seconds are up, so you close up your answer quickly. And we might only have like 5 or 6 of us answer each question, so focus on which ones you really want to answer. I know we all have so much to share. It's like a bit of a challenge. All right, more people are wanting to get in line. This is great. Anissa is working on that. Okay, so I think we've got Celia first. Celia, are you comfortable coming up on Spotlight? Let's go find where you are. First of all, Celia. Oh, there you are. There you are. All right. Bring Celia up. Okay. Thank you so much. Tell us, what is your question? Can we hear you? Oh, we can't hear you either. What is going on now? Oh, no. What's happening? Can anyone hear her? Why can't I hear her? All right. Why can't I hear her?
I can hear you as well.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, great.
Sorry, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for hosting this, and I appreciate everybody's input. So recently, I just started a company, and I quit my job, and now finances are kind of going crazy. And I'm like, I'm just getting really nervous and like second guessing myself. I even started applying for jobs and interviewing for jobs because I'm like, maybe I did the wrong thing. So I just need some guidance on what I have done. Is my life the catastrophe that it feels like right now? And I just wanted some guidance on like my finances and what I should do, what my next step should be.
Great, great. Yeah, congratulations on taking these great big steps. All right. And you seem very excited and very ready for it in many ways. All right, practitioners, who's ready to answer? Raise your hand in Zoom so I can tell. Someone might have applauded. The raise hand is at the bottom of reactions. All right, great. Licenciada Bruja is ready. Come on up. Oh, let's get you unmuted.
Yay! Celia, I drawn a card, and the first one was learning. So this means you are learning, so please be patient with yourself. This is all new. And you ask about finances, and you have like the best card for finances. Like if you see here, like you are having tea, pretty fancy. So everything will be like the energy, it's just thriving. It's amazing, but you need to be a little bit less strict with yourself, because sometimes like you are too much, I should be doing this and this and this and this and this, but really you are okay. Like everyone thinks that you're okay, but the one like hitting yourself is you. So everything looks super nice, and congrats.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. All right, we've got Troy next, and then Ellery and Jen.
Okay. Celia, I want to ask you one more time, what area of business or what work are you moving into?
So I'm starting a fintech company for artists to assist other artists in exchange for equity. So artists giving to other artists resources, time, whatever they need in order to produce whatever piece of art they want. And in exchange for that, whatever they end up selling, you get a portion of it.
Okay. A little bit ago, I was feeling a Native American guide spirit come through. He has snakes with him, and his message for you is that you need to do some shedding, and you're not quite ready to be at the fullest potential, but there are things you'll need to learn to shed. your process. And another thing I want to say that is related to that is this has been a part of my growth process. My practice setting it up, but learning not to should myself and doing the hard work of removing should from my vocabulary, especially when I talk about myself. I've also started the long and kind of deep process of undoing a complex of wrong or use of wrong or what I believe is wrong and right. And so that's something that I've been working with for a while and that perhaps I could help you with. But yeah, should and wrong are things that perhaps you may need to work on in your process to shed and restructure your beliefs around.
Thanks, Troy. We've got Ellery and then Jen, Raquel.
Hey, Celia. So what I'm noticing is that you have just crossed a major threshold. You have just changed from one thing in your life to another, and the act of crossing thresholds just by its nature tends to discombobulate us, and everything feels different and everything feels crazy because I mean, there's even a psychological term for it, when you grow, go through a doorway and go, wait, what did I come into this room for? That's because our brains, when they cross thresholds, have to stop and regroup.
Yeah.
So what may be really helpful for you right now is to do things that help you feel connected to the path you're on. Think about, why did you make this change?
Okay.
Think about what's your North Star in this change. What keeps you moving forward and navigating in the direction you want to go? Is there something that you can use as a focus that says, yes, this is where I'm going when things start feeling a little overwhelming, being able to come back to that and saying, this is what I'm using to guide me?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Jen.
Hi, Celia.
Thank you.
When you first described what is happening, I just had this flood of woohoo! And like the guides were just ecstatic. And so it's making me feel a little emotional. So I just wanted to offer that to you and offer you encouragement and stick with it. And something that can help, and it's an echo of what others have just shared, some grounding both into your physical body on the earth and into your purpose of, revisit why are you doing this and who is it that you'd like to attract? Because we can work with the law of attraction and the frequencies out in the quantum field. And by being clear about that, we don't have to know the how, we can just let it go once we know the what. And you have the what, and I'm super excited for what you're doing. So just wanted to leave with that. So thank you.
Thanks, Jen. Raquel.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Hola. Cecilia. Well, I was excited. I'm excited for you. That's all I feel as if Spirit wanted me to right away ask you, can I pull a card for you?
Oh, please. I would love that.
Okay. And I have two of them that keeps coming to me. One of is the Sacred Rebel, because you just took a big risk in life, and that's how we do it. The Sacred Rebel by Elaine Fairchild.
Okay.
And then by James Wallness, I'll pull a card, the Voyager. And that's exactly what I was feeling when you started to speak was, oh, she's on a voyage. And she's got this amazing yacht. She's just carving out that moment in life. And I will say, do lots of dancing. I see you can barely sit in your chair right now. So continue to dance, a lot of dancing. And restore and replenish. And you know what kept coming to me? Can you see that good? Can you see that? That is so you. That is so beautiful. That is so you. Take time to go on a vacation. Go somewhere very quiet where you can just be still and silent with yourself. If you can do that once a month, once a week, every day, even if it's just 15 minutes, 5 minutes, what you're about to do is that feels like it's something you love, or you wouldn't be doing it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this card real fast for you. My time is ticking, and voila, Jane Wellness, take a journey. And it says, oh, something told me, put my glasses on right away. Okay, 7 of Cups. You walk through all fear and doubt. Just walk through it.
Okay. I will. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, so much. I really, really appreciate this. I really do. Thank you.
Thank you, Celia. Thank you so much for jumping up and letting us answer. All right. The next question is from Mike. Mike, where are you?
I don't have video.
Oh, you don't have video? Okay, that's all right. Go ahead and I'll bring a few of us up and ask your question, and we'll see who's going to answer.
All right. I'd like to know if anybody's heard about the Heaven's Cross event. It's supposed to start taking place like on the 22nd of March. And it's supposedly an opening where people are going to start waking up. A whole lot of our talents, if you will, is supposed to start opening from that event on. I'd just like to know if anybody's heard of it or have any feelings or any ideas about it. Thank you.
Do you know, is it an online? Oh, Devlight's got something. Devlight, can you turn on your video? Bring you up on Spotlight? Or maybe your video's already on. That's right. All right. Devlight, go ahead.
Oh, no, I do not know specifically about that event, but I was picking up information from that question regarding of people opening talents and all that. So what I was picking up,
yeah, go ahead.
But what I was picking up, it's thank you so much for caring about humanity. Thank you so much for caring about your spiritual community. Thank you so much for allowing time to yourself to be a part of this world in a spiritual, balanced, physical way. However, please remember that other souls, people's journeys are in different timings. There is thousands of perspectives, thousands of souls' journey, and it can be very confusing if we focus in the whole. So please remember always to come back to yourself. And some people will develop them faster because they are meant to do something with it at their time. Some people will develop it different and slower. Nobody's better or worse than anybody. And just because you have open a spiritual gift doesn't mean that you're perfect or that you have everything right or everything is going to be good. In the opposite, now you have different things to explore and learn. So we want humanity to grow and wake up because we see the sad thing that a part of humanity is doing to the other side. But remember that dark and light are part of the whole. Sometimes good things have to happen in order for us to learn what it's like good to happen. Sometimes bad things happen because we learn and grow from them. So always keep that perspective in your mind that even if our neighbors or our community might not grow or open talent, that doesn't mean spiritual talents specifically, that doesn't mean that they're not helping in other ways. You know, being kind is the most powerful gift, spiritual gift. Being human and live your life is one of the most spiritual gifts you can give to yourself, to your community, and to the world. It is not a cliche. When there is peace within your mind, automatically you are putting the imprint energetic seed in your city, in the world. So never take that for granted.
Thanks so much, Devlight. I put some links in the chat. There is it looks like there's a particular astrology and there's a map, an astrological map or a chart from 9 a.m. on that day in Hawaii. So yeah, anyone has any other information about the event, go ahead. But there's yeah, thanks so much, Mike, for helping us be aware of all the different things going on and what's happening in the heavens and how it affects us. Yeah, anyone have anything else about that? All right, great. Thanks so much, Mike. It looks like May also has a question. May, did you want to come up on screen? I'm looking for where you are. Here's May.
You see me?
Hi, yes. What is your question?
Just a general reading, I guess. I don't have a specific question.
Sure. So if people have anything for you?
Ma'am.
You're saying anything, so just anything that's coming to people for you?
Okay, repeat that for me.
I'm just double checking. You said whatever readings we have, whatever we
I
have
mean,
for
I
you.
just want
just
to
for your-
general reading. No, I have a specific question.
You said you don't have a specific one?
No.
That's fine if you don't. Okay, sure,
I'm new
great.
at reading, so.
Yeah, oh, it's great. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's see. So Raquel's got something. Let's see, I'll move. Bring Raquel up. Okay, go ahead, Raquel. Yeah, I'll let you know after 45 seconds. What's
Hola, May.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Oh, I'm lovely. How are you, dear?
Good.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you great.
Okay.
You know, the first moment that comes is compassion. Kuan Yin. She's the goddess of compassion. Do you mind if I pull a card for you? Or 3 cards? Quick.
I don't mind.
Okay. Okay. Boy, he's been using this deck. It's all unshuffled to me. Angels and loved ones and ancestors, what beautiful messages do you have as guidance for me? Let's see here, May. Blessings of the moon maiden. Spend quiet times with yourself, love. Spend quiet moments with yourself. Hear yourself. If you can get outside and just see the moon, just look up at the moon and just feel that energy come within you. No, there's special energy in the moon for us.
Okay.
Sacred river. Sacred river. Can you get near some water? Are you
I
near
can.
water? Okay.
I got a river behind my house.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Where we go every day, sit at the river, hear messages, be quiet with yourself. Oh, mother tiger. Oh, yes. Hear the yellow tiger mother. That's my brother's name is Tiger. He's in spirit. And he comes every time I open up the cards. And he had a lot of fire in his spirit. And he did not let anyone hold him back. Do not let anyone hold you back. You have some fire in you and you have messages to live a life of purpose. Tap in like you're doing right now. Namaste. I'm honored.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Licenciada Bruja.
Hi, May. Like, I perceive that you're feeling a lot of weight in your shoulders. And I can feel that you feel a little bit nostalgic and out of place because you are wandering in the stars, and because your spirit, it's from the stars, right? So here in the earth, you feel like something it's not happening, and you are missing home, that it's not in this earth. So now we are here to experience some things, and in the other hand, it's like, be calm with yourself and let it go, because that way that you're carrying on, that you know, I feel like your heart, it's stretching, not stretching, like it's being little, because there's a lot of things happening and you are not the one who needs to fix it. You need to see like which pain is from whom, because you are maybe perceiving things that are not yours. So this is something that happens a lot of us, that we are empaths, that we feel other people's feelings. So a perfect question that you can ask to the universe when you feel like, it's, whom is this? Like, why I'm feeling this? For where is this coming from? Because it may be not be yours. So May, thank you for your existence. You're amazing.
Thank you. We've got Heidi next.
Hey, so I just did a quick 3-card, and I'll show you. The first one I got was the Hangman, and followed by the Magician. So this combination spoke to me of a past where you're coming out of a time of transition, and now you're moving into a new beginning. It's time to lean into your creativity and into your intuition. And if you are able to do that, things are going to end up being positive for you. This is the 2 of Cups. This was the final card I drew. And this just speaks to partnerships, relationships. It could be work also, though, but in general, upright, this is a positive card. So I think that as long as you're willing to lean into your intuition and allow yourself some creativity, and maybe even beyond creativity, just a little freedom to peace and joy, you know, that you're gonna end up in a positive place in the future. I hope that's helpful.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks, Heidi. I'll go ahead and read. Practitioners, we have time for another 1 or 2 if anyone else wants to jump in. So May, my sense is that one of your natural talents is called inspiration. It feels emotions deeply, so big waves of emotions, and that you naturally see not only how things are, you see how they could be or should be. So I think as part of that, you feel a lot of anger. I think anger is a healthy thing. It's about boundaries, yes and no. And my sense is that part of what's happening is that it's coming out of you feeling frustration with, anger at, leaning into aggression with other people, like being very upset with them. And really what's wanted is for you to feel that anger in terms of you, of what to honor yourself, to say no to things that you aren't wanting to do, that aren't fair for you, and to really, from your honor, demand, yes, I deserve this, I'm worthy of this, I expect this. Not so much of the other person where they have to, but you knowing that you are worthy. So that it comes out less at the other person and more is in alignment with your energy and your soul. And yes, I'm here. And yes, this is what I'm doing. This is what works for me. That makes sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. So the gift is that you see what could be and you're able to align things to move it there, to make that happen. All right. Anyone have anything else for May?
Thank you.
Thank you so much, May. Thanks for stepping in and letting us do a reading with you. All right, next we've got Chrissy and then April and then Zoe. All right, we got Chrissy. What is your question? Let's get you unmuted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I have a spiritual practice, spiritual business, and I just want to see if anyone can pick up any messages from ancestors or guides to help me stay focused and make sure I'm on the right track with how business is going.
Okay, great. And we have to mix it up and let new practitioners answer. So anyone that hasn't answered so far. All right, great. We've got Amber coming up. Amber, go ahead.
That tricky unmute button. Chrissy, I have found that the way you know you're on the right path is where your joy is and where do things flow effortlessly, right? So when we're on our path and we're on the wrong path, like we're in our 3D jobs, we're working our mundane jobs, we're miserable every day we go to work. But when we transition into this type of work, what we're meant to do, and when we're on the right path and we're in the right environments, things just flow, right? They just flow completely effortlessly. And so that would be my my recommendation to you, is to just pay attention to where they flow. And I pulled a card for you, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and I've got my black background where you can see her. And she is mistress of her entire domain. And if this in the earthly realm, and if this doesn't tell you that you're absolutely on the right path and exactly where you need to be, there's not a much clearer indication out there.
Thank
Just
you.
let
I
it
get that
flow.
card a lot. Thanks.
She's great.
Great, thanks, Amber. Jen is next.
Hey, Chrissy. I just got a quick hit that you may be wanting to change things up a little bit. And I can look a little deeper to see what that is. And in this moment, the guidance is to be open to a different opportunity, something that either you've been considering and kind of said, oh, I don't know if I can do that, or if that makes sense, if that's something that is timely right now. And the guidance is that a new possibility is here. And if you want to step through to it, that you have everything you need to do that, and all the resources, the opportunities, the people around you. And so there's some encouragement for that. And I haven't gotten specifically yet what the new is, but if there's something that you've been kicking around, or maybe something from the past that has been coming back around, you know, to the guidance is to go for it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jen. Marta's next.
Hi. Thank you for your question. So the first thing, I kind of picking up that you might not be sure if you are on the right path right now. So my first thought is to tune in to your own intuition, to really focus, go deeper, go maybe in your subconscious mind, tune into your intuition. That will show you if this is the right path, or maybe you need a little bit of a turn. You can meet with your spirit guides in your subconscious mind, in your journey. They will also kind of help you guide which way to go. I feel like you on the path that you might need a turn somewhere. That's what I'm picking up just energetically. And I just tossed my cards. And do you mind if I pull a card for you? So, so we have, look what we have. We have strength, which is amazing card. And you have strength to achieve your goals and wherever you go. So this is awesome. I love that. So there's a potential in you to do what, you know, where you want to end up. So again, I would just tune into the intuition. You have strength to do that. And maybe you can ask the spirit guides to help you.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks so much, Marta. And do we have anyone else? Oh, Heidi's got an answer. Here's Heidi.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know I drew a card while I was listening, and the card I drew is Temperance, which the main thing I took away from this is like, so I see this as you, right? There's even kind of like a little halo above your head, right? You're a worker of light. In your cup, you're doing this beautiful thing. You're filling someone else's cup, but you're going to see the problem is that this cup is going to eventually like run out, right? So to me, temperance, like one of the key meanings is patience. For me, that was like, if you want to stay with what you're doing right now, you probably need to be patient and establish maybe a better grounding routine, or a better way to channel energy opposed to lending energy. Because I'm not sure that this isn't necessarily right for you, but in the current state it's not meshing. So people are talking about other opportunities, which I think that's great too, and that could be the solution. But if that doesn't resonate with you and you feel like you want to stay on this path, I think it's just retuning maybe what you're doing and finding a little bit better, a better way to do all that giving you can do, because I feel like you're a very empathic giver, and it seems like it could be a good match, but you also have to just make sure you're filling your personal reserves so that you continue to be the light worker you are.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thanks, Heidi. We've got Raquel, and then we've got time probably for one or two more questions. We've got April and Marissa and Amanda and Zoe in line. Go ahead, Raquel.
Raquel, you're muted.
I gotta do that. You pronounce your name again for me?
Christina.
Christina. Well, you know how I always, you know, intuitively, I always tap in immediately about 3 times. If I hear it 3 times, then I just have to say it. And what kept coming from that is like partnership. Don't do it alone. Don't write it alone. You'll have more fun. You'll have more fun your journey of you creating your spiritual practice. You'll expand it. It will expand. One thing that kept coming is do you mind if I pick a certain card for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And one thing was coming was the Soul Oracle card. That was, this is your, that just kept coming in. And so I'm just gonna shuffle once and then pick and see what message, because I always love these, she gets just right to the point, does not mess around, just to the point. Let me get my glasses. Okay, and it came as a creative no. So what's come in that moment, this moment is if someone or something keeps trying to get you going this way, creatively, nicely, compassionately, continue to go down your path, your road, you already know, because you've been at this a long time, and it's been something that's deep rooted in your spirit and in your heart and your soul. So only listen to those that are aligned with your flow. And those that try to take up the time from you to get off of your path, just stay your focus, hocus pocus. Stay focused, hocus pocus. And I say, yeah, that would be my message from my spirit to your spirit, our higher selves.
All right, thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Raquel. And thank you so much, Christina, for letting us answer a question for you.
Thank you.
You are welcome. All right, let's see. So April, are you ready? Where is April? There you are. Okay, great. And practitioners, anyone on the panel is welcome to answer questions. You just got to raise your hand and let me know you're ready. April, what is your question?
I'm really struggling with my soul purpose and if the person I'm currently seeing is even a part of it.
All right, soul purpose and whether the relationship you're in is part of your soul purpose. All right, who's got an answer for April? And practitioners on the panel, raise your hand. If no one else is raising their hand, anyone that's gone already is welcome to come. Okay, Dovelight is coming up first. And then.
So can you repeat your question just so I can hear your voice again, please?
I'm really struggling in my life right now. I was just wondering about my soul purpose and if the person I'm currently seeing right now is even part of it.
Okay, so your beliefs are right for you, which means that I'm feeling the energy, feel a lot of worry. I'm learning the worry doesn't change an outcome. What we do with worry, it's that it is a possibility. Oh, sorry, my alarm. It's a possibility of that outcome coming to your life, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be that outcome. But what we're doing, it's creating the energy to attract it. So I'm feeling strongly from the angels that before anything, as part of your soul purpose or your soul journey, is to allow yourself time to make peace. Allow yourself time to feel calm. You can do breath work, meditate, because I feel like there is this energy of worrying, who might come from a sense of instability or wondering what's going on with this person, with my life, that is pushing your attention away from your heart, from your soul. It's important to like somebody. It's important to experience with people. That's normal. But if it's gonna take you away from your soul, from your heart, to the point it's gonna bring you to worry, to the point it's stressing you, and then it's something to consider. Okay. So as part of your soul purpose, allow yourself time to have peace and tranquility, and then you will have more clarity with this person. I have to stop because of the mark.
Thanks, Dovelight. Sorry, I know we all have so much we want to share. Okay, we're going to have Masha and then Troy because we haven't heard from them as much. And then Licenciada, Bruja, and Raquel. So Masha,
Hi,
go.
April. So what I'm getting right away is something has to do with addiction and helping people to overcome addiction. I don't know if you struggled with addiction and you overcame it, or you're currently in the process of overcoming addiction. Anyway, that's what I'm getting. I pulled some cards and this is what is rising up. Does it resonate at all?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have any comment on this person and whether this person is part of that journey, Masha?
Oh.
Just if you do.
The person that you're with right now, is that your partner?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely sensing that this person is like an activator for you to push you out of, like, show you things that you don't want to have, so you can kind of get out of a situation where you're not fully happy. So it's like he's activating you to step in your power, or she is.
That's great. Thank you, Masha. Yes, this person is part of pushing you into your purpose, is another way of saying it. Okay, we've got Troy and then Licenciada Bruja, which I know she's holding a card and wants to share. Go ahead, Troy.
Okay, so what I've been sensing is that you're naturally fairly sensitive, and you have a lot of potential as to follow your path and really embrace and manifest your purpose, and it will show itself more and guide you as you follow your truth that you feel and speak your truth. And so I'm feeling that you're not speaking your truth enough in this relationship, and in other areas of your life perhaps, but especially in this relationship. I feel that this partner can be with you for a while and probably will be, probably some years. And I'm sensing a future potential of a splitting perhaps, or a separating or going different ways. But that's up to free will too. I'm sensing that you can make things work out even with your differences, or as things are progressing later on. And so
Troy, we're running out of time, so if you could please wrap up your answer.
They can be a part of your purpose, but it's up to both of you. For now, you two can both work well together and perhaps even learn more about your differences. But I say follow your truth and your senses and stop denying them.
Thank you.
Thanks, Troy. Okay, everyone, let's go quickly. Licenciada Bruja's next, and then Raquel, and then Marta, and then Angie.
My love, you are in the right moment, in the right path. And sometimes when we question about, like, is this my sole purpose, we forget that we are conditioned by society and implants and all these things to stop feeling, because the sole purpose is not something that you think of, it's something that just happened. And of course you are there. Like, I drawn a card for you, well, multiple, but it says like just fall in my arms. The universe is like, yeah, baby, relax and go for it. And it is reminding you with your partner that you are in a school in this earth, that you came here to learn. I don't know if you're familiar with Montessori class, that it's a school that you go and select your own subjects. And this is what's happening here to you, like you are learning and you are becoming more and more who you are. And about this person, the thing is, like, yeah, it makes you feel good, but sometimes you can fight because of the attention. It's sometimes you are leaving, sometimes this person is leaving, and it's something really unexpected. But like, when the time that you feel okay, it will be okay, but you need to trust your heart. I know it sounds lame, but trusting your heart, it's the most secure way to be whatever you want to be. With love.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Raquel, then Marta, then Angie. Zoom, or mute, let's get you off of mute.
Hola. Oh, hola, April.
Hello.
I'm honored to have this moment. This right away, I felt compassion is be compassionate with yourself, like 100,000% more than you've ever done in your life. You've got a very compassionate spirit for others, and you hold the glue. You're like the glue, you know? Does that resonate?
Yeah.
And it's time for you to do that gluing all of for you. You got so I did go ahead and I did a Voyager 5-chord spread, and I'm going to be really fast, and I'm going to just say the first thing that came out was trust. Trust yourself. First of all, I'm so sorry, I get excited and I talk louder, but trust yourself. Trust what you're thinking, trust what you're feeling, trust what you know. Trust what you already know. That's coming out very loud. And we have fears, and the fear of being alone, the fear of not having to be loved. Find that within yourself. Start loving on yourself like you've never loved on yourself ever in your life. Like when you were a child, love on you. You know, like a mother loves a child, a father loves a child. Do you have children, may I ask? And it's okay to ask.
Yes.
You know about nurturing. You know all about nurturing. So time and space, just be patient. We didn't come here overnight. This has taken a moment for us to come and be who we're all supposed to be. And remember, it's just be more patient with yourself, especially now. Find some creative outlook into this and your purpose in your life. The creativity of who you were before you, when you popped into this earth, you were a creative being. Tap back into that. That I will say. And oppression. Don't let others oppress you. Don't let your thoughts oppress you. And my heart is with you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. We've got Marta and Angie.
Hi. Thank you for your question. So I did pull out 2 cards for you, if that's okay. Can I share? So one of them is 8 of Swords, and the other one is upside down, 2 of Cups. Both of them are not, well, maybe this way. Both of them telling me, and the same what I'm sensing from you, there is some issues with that relationship. It seems like there is some, or was some mistrust, or some communication problems, or some negative thoughts that come into your head. So what I would suggest at this point, like really focus, what does it mean to you to be in that loving, to be in a loving, happy relationship? And if that actually matched to that person that you are right now. If not, if yes, the problem solved. But if not, it just seems like you need to a little bit focus on your self-love, more on yourself, and heal yourself. There is a part of one of the card that it's kind of like a negative thoughts that you may have about yourself. You may see yourself maybe sometimes as a victim. Maybe something happened to you in the past that kind of drag to the present. But I feel like self-healing would be number 1, and then heal the relationship. Is that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Marta.
Thank you.
Angie.
Hi, April. I'm being told that you have a lot of pain right now, and soul purpose comes from living in integrity. So I'm being told that right now it's time for you to find out what you truly believe. Go back to the past of old beliefs that you have and let yourself sit with them and find out if you still believe those old beliefs, and start to live in integrity with what you truly believe. And once you start to find out these, what it is that you currently, who you currently are, everything else will fall away. I don't think this man's going to be in your life for very much longer. I believe that once you start to find your power, also, I'm being told that you need to start to connect into your energy. There's so many resources out there and how to connect to your energy, not just us, but online, YouTube. Find a way to start to feel your own power and allow yourself to go within and start to break those old beliefs. And as your perception changes, these other relationships, I believe this man, he will fall away, but he will fall away organically in a way that you are feeling comfortable with. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Angie. And thanks so much, April, for letting us answer a question.
Thank you.
All right, so we are back all together again in the main room, and we're getting ready to separate into breakout rooms. I know Anissa has been putting information in the chat. We're getting ready to, as I said, to do the breakout rooms. So practitioners are all going to be in all these breakout rooms. If you can see the chat, you'll see there are 17 breakout rooms. Oh, and Susan, let's have you introduce yourself. So Susan has also joined us. Let me put you on spotlight. So you've got a minute to tell us who you are and what you're about tonight, what you're doing tonight. Let's get you unmuted. You're still muted.
Hello, my name's Susan Semino, and I'm a past life hypnotherapist. I provide my service online. And basically, I help people answer some questions that they might have about their life and how past lives may be impacting this current life. And also, if people are simply just curious, have they lived before? What was it like? What did they do? And maybe, and then a lot of time that comes forward and then they see how it's impacting this life. And that's basically what I do.
Sorry, so thanks, Susan. We're going to be splitting into the breakout rooms. You can see the public breakout rooms because they have a number, the practitioner's name, and then their modality. You're welcome to go in and out of those rooms as much as you want all night. There are private rooms. Please don't go into the private session rooms unless a practitioner has invited you into one of them. And practitioners and vendors, you can use them however you like. Please look to see that no one's in that room and then direct your client to go there. If you need any help, come back to the main room and Anissa will help you. I just want to close up the recording. And so we're going to be doing this again on April 1. You can, if you end up out of the room tonight, you can come back in here at jointhefair.com. And we'll see you soon for more of our online events.